welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. There are prayers on my screen. You can repeat with me. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vande Aham Shri Guru Shuktapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagaragatam Savagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitaksham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Pate Gopesha Gopikakanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sudevi Pranami Haripriya Vancha Kaltu Vyashukapa Sindhu Vaiva Chakrithanam Pramekho Vaishnavo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivastava Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. So welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. We are discussing Gitartha Sangraha, which are summary of the whole Bhagavad Gita in 32 shlokas from by Acharya Yamunacharya, and we completed last week second chapter. So this time we are starting with the third chapter. So here is the verse in the third chapter. In the third chapter, he says, Asatya Lokarakshaya Guneshu Aropya Kartritvam Sarveshwara Vanyasa Ukta Tritiya Karma Karyata. So in the third adhyaya, Tritiya, Shri Krishna is saying that Karma Karyakarta, the performance of one's karma, we should do it asakya. Asakya means without attachment. Okay, and we should do it for mukti. Lok rakshaya, for the sake of saving the people of the world, for the benefit of the world, for the welfare of the world, and for giving examples to this world of how to perform one's duty. Dharma. How to perform one's duty according to dharma, and thus save them from the path of adharma. Aropya, by ascribing one's to the three gunas, Sattva guna, Rajaguna, Tamas guna, Nyasa, and offering it in Kritvatam to Sarveshwara. Sarveshwara means the control of all objects. So, Karma Yoga, basically Krishna says, do Karma Yoga, Arjuna. What is Karma Yoga? Whatever karma you do without attachment. It should be for the benefit or welfare of the people. Third thing is, you should know that the modes are acting, Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamagun acting, and you are not the doer. And then lastly, offer everything to Shri Krishna. This is what in concise is Karma Yoga. Okay? If you see modern translation, they say work is worship. You must have heard this famous statement, work is worship. And they think that that is what is Karma Yoga. Well, it needs to have these four characteristics to it. Most important, the first three characteristics should be there. That one is doing one's karma without attachment as a duty, as a selfless duty. Then second is benefit of the people. It should benefit the people. It should be for the sake of saving the people, for setting a very good example. And then to think that I am not the doer. The modes are doing it. Okay, the modes are ones that give us the body. The three modes are the one that give us the body. So with this body, we are doing so many activities. So we should know that the modes are pushing it in that direction. So that's how we are not the doer. Offer everything to Shri Krishna. and then offer everything to Sri Krishna. Because once we offer to the Supreme Lord, what happens? It doesn't bound us, it frees us basically. We give a very nice example of a soldier. A soldier kills many enemies in the battlefield. When he comes back, he is not put into jail because he has killed so many people. Is he? No. Instead, he is giving an award that you have killed so many people. Has he killed for his own purpose? Has the soldier killed enemies for his own purpose? No. He killed it on the authority of the king. Okay. So all his activities are directed or offered to the king, and then no reaction comes to him. The king is responsible. Similarly, if everything we offer to Krishna, then no reactions will come to us. Any question on this point? Any question?
No, Prabhu. I think this is very important, and I think it will come more details will come. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So far, it is good. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So Srila Ramanujacharya, he gives some more details about Karma Yoga. He says there are three tyagas in Karma Yoga. Tyaga means to give up. Three things we have to give up: Phala Tyaga, Kritritva Buddhi Tyaga, and Mamata Tyaga. Phala Tyaga means what? We should not do Karma Yoga for lower fruits. Lower fruits means going to heavenly planets. Those kind of things we don't do Karma Yoga for. But we do it for the welfare of the people in general. That is Phala Tyaga. Krititva Buddhi Tyaga means I am not the doer, but modes are doing this. Understanding the modes are doing this, like an exoskeleton. Do you know exoskeleton?
Can you please repeat, Prabhuji, this one? The exothermic?
Exoskeleton.
Exoskeleton.
Like this is exoskeleton. So we should think like the modes are giving us this body. Now with this exoskeleton, one is able to lift, one is able to walk properly. So many things. So is he the doer? Should he think he is the doer? The exoskeleton person knows he's just trying to walk, but the machine is making him walk and fast and run and all that. So the modes, the three modes that we have, they give us a particular kind of body. Our famous picture. The three modes are giving us this exoskeleton. You can think like that. This body is like an exoskeleton over the soul. Now the soul is able to utilize it. Okay, move the body, move the hand, everything. So it is given to him. And the three modes, the way they are made, they will act in a certain way. Okay. The third thing he says is mamata tyaga. Mamata tyaga means mama means mine or me. I am doing this thing for me. This should be given up. Rather, I am doing this for the Supreme. That is what mamata tyaga. So in Karma Yoga, we have to give up the idea that this fruit is, lower, or like the going to planets and heavenly planets and all that, kamya karma. Second is kartitva buddhi tyaga means this buddhi that I am doing it. Understand that this is given to us. So I am not completely doing it. I am not the only person doing it. I'm taking help, and the modes are helping me in doing this. So therefore, I am not the doer. Third one is Mamata Tyaga. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for the Supreme. Hmm? So these are very important components of Karma Yoga. Any question? Okay. So in the third chapter, Arjuna says, so he develops a doubt. Why he develops a doubt? Because in the second chapter, Krishna says, Durena. He uses the word Durena. So whatever ghastly activities are there, keep it away. Dur rakho. In Hindi we say, na, dur rakho. So keep it away. And then Krishna is saying, okay, Arjuna, fight. Arjuna is confused. He's saying, Krishna, you're telling me to fight, and you're not telling me to fight. You're telling me to keep away all the ghastly things. So war is a very ghastly activity. So many killings are going on. So you want to keep me that away? That's what I'm understanding. But then why are you telling me to fight? Hmm? So Arjuna said, Oh Janardhan, Keshava, why do you want me to engage in this ghastly warfare? If you think intelligence is better than fruitive work. So Krishna talks about Buddhi Yoga.
Prabhuji, screen is not showing.
Uh, okay,
I,
let me check. Screen is shared actually. Anyone? Screen is
Yes,
shared.
Prabhuji, it's visible to me.
Okay. Screen is shared, Prabhuji. Try logging in back. Hmm? Okay. So, yeah. So, Buddhi Yoga. In the second chapter, Krishna uses the word Buddhi Yoga. But Buddhi Yoga actually means there is two things to it, two components to it. Karma Yoga plus Jnana. And this Jnana is Atma Tattva. When these two things are there together, then it is called Buddhi Yoga. Now, Arjuna is thinking there is only Jnana Yoga, where he thinks Jnana Yoga is without karma. So he's thinking, okay, Jnana Yogis are higher than Karma Yogis. Then why I should do the karma itself, right? Krishna is saying, keep away the ghastly activities. This war is a ghastly activity. I want to keep it away. I want to follow the path of Jnanis. But Krishna is saying, no, don't do that. Follow Karma Yoga. So why, Krishna, you are making these equivocal statements? Vyamishrena Vakyena. Vakyena means your statements. Vyamishrena. Equivocal. Equivocal means both sound same, or both sound confusing. My intelligence is bewildered by equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively what is most beneficial for me. Vyamishrena Vakyena Buddhi Yogam just increases 125. Buddhi Yogam Mohayashva Moha मोहय शिव मे मोहय शिव मे तदेकं वेद निश्चित्य येन श अहम आपुनेयम. So now why does Arjuna ask this question is because he has seen Gyanis in his lifetime. He has seen Gyanis. He has experienced he knows what is Gyani. So Gyanis are those people who don't do anything. They don't do any normal work, but they are always thinking about the Supreme, and they are after knowledge about the Brahman, about the absolute truth. They are only into that, and they have got certain powers in them by which they don't need anything in this world. They don't need food, they don't need water, they need nothing. They're able to sustain by the yoga processes. That's a Jnani. Example is like the four Kumara, the Sukdev Goswami. They were so much Jnani that they were so much into knowledge that they didn't care to wear clothes also. Hmm? But Krishna is telling to Arjuna, these Jnanis are very few. This pure Jnani path is very few. In billions, there will be one or two. You don't think you are on that path. For Arjuna, you have to work. You are a king. Therefore, this Karma Yoga is for Arjuna and 99.999% of the people on this world, in this world. So we are all included in this. For us, Karma Yoga is the best path. This is what Krishna is saying. श्री भगवान वाचो लोकोस्मिन् द्विविध निष्ठा पूर्व प्रोक्ता ज्ञानघा ज्ञानम योगेन सांख्यानाम कर्म योगेन योगिना. See, he uses the word Sankhyana. Sankhya means these are philosophers. These are thought processes. These are thinking people. They will analyze this world. They won't take part in this world. They'll be very less interested in common activities, but they will be just analyzing all this world with philosophy. So that's the pure Jnana Yoga path. But for us and Arjuna, it is Karma Yogena Yogina. For us, it is Karma Yoga. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "O sinless Arjuna, I have already explained that there are two classes of men who try to realize the self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical philosophical speculations and others by devotional service." So this pure Jnani is empirical philosophical speculation, and others it is Karma Yogena. Sankhya or analytical study of spirit and matter. So we see many philosophers like, so they are on this path. For them, knowledge is everything. For them, knowledge is everything. They won't do karma yoga. They won't even care of eating, sleeping. They have achieved that very high level. But it's very few. 1 in billion, you can say. So Krishna is telling to Arjuna, what is the point? That Gyan Yogi path, pure Gyan Yogi path that you are thinking of is not meant for you. You are a working person. न कर्मणाम अनारंभाम नैष्कर्मण्यम पुरुषो अनुशश्नुते न च संन्यासानाद एव सिद्धिम समाधि गच्छति. Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. Even those who are on the Jnani path, right, they were sometime before Karma Yogis. That is what it means. That without doing Karma Yoga, you may not even achieve Jnana Yoga also. So first do Karma Yoga. नहीं कश्चित कृष्णा नहीं कश्चित क्षणमपि जातु तिष्ठति अकर्मकृत कार्य ही अवशः कर्मा सर्व प्रकृति जैर गुणे. Everyone is supposed to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the moods of nature. No one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. So everyone is forced to act, right? We cannot just remain idle, and nobody in this world can remain idle. We have to do something. Like, small children, you take them to a new place and they will say, now what should I do? they'll ask this question, now what should I do? There's so much of activity in their mind, they have to do something. They are so much restless, they have to do something. They are just babies. What to speak of us? We also have to do something. So these modes are going to push us. We cannot go the pure Jnani way. Otherwise, we will fall down. There are many so-called spiritual people who went on the Gyani way, but then after some time they started building hospitals, they started doing some business and so many other things. So a Gyani is not supposed to do all these things. He is into philosophical speculation, and that's what drives him. So, so nobody can live without work. Work is needed. कर्मेन्द्रिय संयम्य या आसते मनसा स्मरम निद्रार्थान विमूढ़ात्मा मिथ्याचार उच्यते. One who restrains his senses of action but whose mind dwells on the sense object certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender. In this verse, Krishna is saying that those who are following Jnana Yoga but they have not done proper Karma Yoga, they may end up just being a false pretender. They will pretend that they are they are very knowledgeable, they are not after money. Hmm? Because they have not been sincere. And second thing is, where was I? Sorry. Yeah, Karma Yoga. So there are many spiritualists who take to this Gyan path and they wear saffron clothes and they're talking about philosophy, doing meditation and all. But later on we come to know they did some scams. They did some abuse. They started an organization just to earn money. Live peacefully. So there it becomes like a pretension. Pretenders. So these are pretenders. So therefore one should do Karma Yoga. And what are the things in Karma Yoga? All these three things are there. Phala Tyaga, Krititva Buddhi Tyaga, Mamata Tyaga. And do it without attachment. So if one has not done all this, then he cannot advance in spiritual life. Very difficult. One will cheat other people. Yastav Indriyani Manasa Niyama Arabate Arjuna Kamendriya Karma Yogam Asakta Savishyate. On one hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses of our mind and becomes karma yogi in Krishna consciousness without attachment, he is far by superior. So the first one is acting like a pretender. Second one, he is not acting as pretender, and he's not second one is doing karma yoga sincerely, and when one does it sincerely, then he is far superior. So again, Nishkam Karma Yoga is asakta without attachment for your duty. If there are any questions, any comments, you can interrupt and ask me. Okay. Niyatam kuru karma tvam. Karma jyajo hi akarmana. Shariram yatrapi sate na prasiddhet akarmana. Sharira yatrapi sate. To maintain the sharira means the body, one has to work, isn't it? Most of the people around on this world have to go this path. 99.99999% of the people. The remaining 0.000001% can take the jnana path. So Arjuna, you better do your prescribed duties. So he's saying perform your prescribed duties. Now, ninth verse. Yagnartha karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandana tadartam karma kaunteya mukta sangaha samachara. Now, other aspects of karma yoga. What is that? First of all, Arjuna had a fear that his killing would give him more reactions. So Krishna is answering that here and saying that mukta sangha samachara. The karma won't bound you. You will be mukta. How? Yagna harta karmano anyatra. If you do all your activities for the yagya harta is basically Vishnu only. So if you do all your activities for Vishnu, mukta sangha, it will be freedom for you. There will be no bondage. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed, otherwise work causes bondage in this world. Therefore, son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction. In that way, you will always remain free from bondage. Okay, we discuss this. Saha yagna praja srishta purovacha prajapati anena prasavishyadumesha.
Prasvishya.
Prasvishya.
Prasavishadhvam.
Okay.
Yeah, this is for prosperity actually. Prasavishadhyam.
Okay. Okay. So here chakra. No? Chakra. The word chakra is used. I'm just checking where it is. Devan bhavane parasparam shreya paramogapsita ishtan bhogan dashate ye bhukte stena sevasa. Yatna shishta dhute bachan atma karmanat anna bhavanti yatna karma. I think Krishna didn't use the word chakra. Does he use the word chakra? Tasmat akshara samudbhavan yagna patashtitam yagna patashtitam evam. So Krishna is going to talk about a chakram. Evam pravartitam chakram. So there is a chakra. So he's going to talk about that chakra. Where Krishna says, in this universe, he sends the devatas. If you perform a yagya, they will bestow you what is required to keep you happy, and ultimately will achieve liberation also. The devatas will become pleased by a yagya, and thus the cooperation between men and devatas, prosperity will reign for all. Okay, I'll go back to the chakra and then we'll talk about it. Ishtan bhogan hi vo deva दास्यन्ते यज्ञ भावितः तद्दातम अपरायाद्भ्यो यो भुंक्ते स्तेन एवस्ते. In the charge of various necessities, the devatas, demigods, being satisfied by performance of yajna, will supply all necessities to you. But he who enjoys such gift without offering them to the demigod is certainly a thief. Okay. Where is the chakra? Huh. So this is a chakra that Krishna is saying that Jiva is sustained by Anna. We all need food, isn't it? If food is not there, we may starve. And I guess some 20-30 days of starving will die.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So for sustenance we need food. How does the food come? When rain happens. How does the rain come? The rain comes from Yajna. Who gives them? Devatas. Where does the Yajna comes from? It comes from Karma Yoga. And how do one do the karma? How do one do the karma? The karma comes from the body and resources. When one has body, he will act. He will do something or the other. That is karma, right? And where does the body come from? Definitely comes from matter, but it is a superior energy. Uh, what do you say? So where does the body come from? The body comes from the Atma only. The Atma is controlling the body. Okay, so this is the chakra. And then the Atma is sustained by Anna, by food. The food comes through rain. Rain comes from Yajna done for the Devatas. Devatas are happy, so they give rain. Now, very interestingly, why do the Devatas give? So the shloka says that the Devatas give it so that some part of it will return. How do we return back to the Devatas? By doing Panchabhuta Yajnas. There is Deva Yajna, where through a fire sacrifice you are offering food grains, ghee to the Devatas. Second is Rishi Yajna. Rishi Yajna is, we have, if we study the scriptures which are written by the Rishis, then third is Pitra Yajna. Then there is Manushya Yajna. You donate to the needies. Okay. So this is how we give back to the Devatas. Okay. We'll just go back. Okay. Now, do the bhaktas do it for the Devatas? The answer is no. They are doing it to respect the Paramatma in the heart of the Devatas. So we have many stories where Indra lost his kingdom and he was running around. Okay. But one may think that if he is running around, he has turned ship. Um, sorry, what I was saying? Yeah, from the Vedas, now we have many stories where Indra has lost the kingdom. Okay, so his position he is not there. But if somebody is doing karma yoga, yagya, deva yagya, then he is given back um, I just lost. Hmm. So Krishna, so Indra loses his post. So then, if somebody doing for the devata, then how is it they are getting the fruits? The reason is the Paramatma knows it, and the Paramatma is the ultimate person who gives the result. So even if devata is not there, the Paramatma will give. Just like you have some work in the water department in uh, in the Karnataka government, and you have to pay some taxes, pay money to get it. But the main person, the main engineer is not there. But if you pay in the accounts department, your work will be done in 2 days, right? Even though the engineer is not there, he is on vacation. So there is a system that works. Okay. Similarly, in this case, it is the Paramatma which sits in the heart of the Devatas, and he bestows all the results. So it is not so when a bhakta does Devata puja or yagya, then he's doing it with the understanding that there is Paramatma in the heart of the Devata, and I am offering to that Paramatma. Okay, is this understanding clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah, this we talked how he gives back to the Devatas. Okay, now second thing is in this verse now, in one of the previous verse, the Devatas give facility through rain and other things. Okay, now they are also thinking they will get something out of it. Okay, they don't just give it for free. No, they are thinking something will come back. So how it will come back? It will come back through these yagyas. Deva yagya, Pitra yagya. Most important, the Deva yagya. So they will get something back from the Deva yagya. Hmm? This is important understanding here. Okay. All the living entities subsist on food grains, which are produced by rains. Rains are produced by performance of yagya, and yagya is born of prescribed duties. So we went through this circle, chakra. Krishna is talking the same thing in 14:15. Karmo brahmot bhavam vidhi brahmakshara samudbhavam tasmat sarvagatim brahma nityam yagye pratishtitam. How do we know what are our duties? It is there in the Vedas. The Vedas come from the Supreme Lord. Consequently, all pervading transcendence is eternally situated in the acts of sacrifice. एवं प्रवर्तिरम चक्रम नानु वर्ततया तिथे यह अघयुर इंद्रिया रामो मोघम पार्थ स जीवते. My dear Arjuna, one who does not follow the human cycle of sacrifice, thus established by Vedas, is certainly living a life full of sin. So we need to follow this cycle. Okay, otherwise we will live in sin. Living only for the satisfaction of senses, such a person lives in vain. यस्त्व आत्मरतिर एव स्वात् आत्मतृप्तस्य मानव आत्मानि एव च संतुष्टः तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते. Okay, now who cannot do karma yoga? Those who are taking pleasure in the self. For them there is no duty. These are the gyanis. For Kumara, Sukhdev Goswami, they don't do anything what common man does, right? They are into their own world because they're completely satisfied in their self. They're experiencing the level of spirit. So for them, there is no work to do. Naiva tasya kitnartho na kriteneetho kashana na kasya sarvabhuteshu kaschit artha vyapashraya. A self-realized person has no purpose to fulfill in the discharge of prescribed duties, nor has he any reason not to perform such activities. Nor has he any need to depend on other living beings. Okay. तस्माद् असक्त सततम कार्यम कर्म समाचरः अशक्तो हि अचरम कर्म पराम आपनोति पुरुषम. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of the duty, one should act as a matter of duty. Don't be attached to the fruits. Do it as a duty. Work without attachment, and you will attain the supreme. कर्मण्येव हि संसिद्धिम अशितः जनकदय लोक संग्राहम एवापि सम Lok Sangram Evapi. So here Krishna gives the example of Janaka Maharaj. He was a great king from Ramayana, and his daughter was, who was daughter of Janak Maharaj?
Sita Mata.
Sita Mata, Janva Devi. Yes.
Janaki.
Janaki. So he would perform his prescribed duties very strictly, and then he would teach everyone how to perform, for just for the sake of educating the people. So Evapi, here the word Evapi is used. Krishna is basically telling Arjuna, see, if you are confused, right, then do what the great souls have done in the past. Okay. Ultimately, do what the great souls have done, and then you won't do any mistake. Okay. So he gives the example of Janak Maharaj to put this impression. Then he says, common people follow great personalities. Okay. So in this part of Bhagavad Gita, first Krishna talked about Karma Yoga, who can do, who cannot do, what it is exactly. Okay. Then he's going to talk who in the past did it. So he took example of Janak Maharaj, how he did it, sake of educating the people in general, how to perform prescribed duties. Okay. Then Krishna will say, okay, people follow great personalities. Today we all are very much attracted to film stars, right? Then it is politicians or sports person. So these people who get name and fame, money, they become our role models. So Krishna is telling to Arjuna that you are also a king. You should give a role model. You should not run away from the battlefield. So that is also one of the intention of saying this. Okay. So in this section, Krishna is talking about Loka Sangraha. Loka Sangraha means welfare of the people. How one does welfare of the people while doing Karma Yoga. Okay. So today we will stop here. Any questions or comments? Any question or comments?
No, Prabhu.
Okay. So today we'll stop little early. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guru. Thank you,
यमुनाचार्य
Prabhuji.
की जय, रामानुचार्य की जय.